who is live right now. It's kind of weird, yeah. We're live. We're live. Okay, have a good stream. Can I grab a side? What's happening, guys? Hey, Michael. Good to see ya. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm with this guy, that chip guy. If you guys aren't subscribed to that chip guy, I don't know what the heck you're doing. But we are in lovely, look at this, Amsterdam. And we're starting out. Yes, Alex, let's freaking go. We're going to have some conversations today. Just don't know which way to turn because the sun is so prominent today. It's not a bad thing, but just like it's hard to see the chat in my face and all these. Thank you. So I think we're just gonna actually go another route, another way. I think we'll go this way. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it, Alex. Guys, welcome to the stream. We are out in beautiful Amsterdam. We're right near the museum, the big one, the big show. And I'm out here talking to people about their food choices. And I'm going to be asking some questions that might not be typical questions. I like to mix it up during street outreach just to expand horizons. I know we have the typical outreach and the typical way we do outreach, but I just like to mix it up just a little bit so that way people are, I don't know, thinking about things maybe in a bit of a different way, and then it could also expand horizons for activists who want to do the same. So guys, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, share out the stream, let me know if you can hear me, all these things. And again, we are out in Amsterdam, and so I'm waiting for someone to come up, maybe possibly have a conversation, and we'll go from there. We'll see what they think. I'm not sure if that poll's still in the chat or if it even showed up. I'm gonna toggle some things here. All right. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh boy, we got some. Yes, we're live. Yes. Got a bunch of students walking up. Maybe I should show them this. Do you support exploitation? A lot of people do. Maybe not knowingly, maybe they don't understand. But that's why we, animal rights activists, are out here to share the truth and let people know what's happening in our fucking ridiculous food system. We are exploiting 92 billion land animals, probably 100 billion land animals each and every year on factory farms and in slaughterhouses, all the above. And this is all for trivial reasons because it's not necessary. And so that's why I'm out here today, to try and get people to see the light, so to say. Thank you guys also so much for being out here. Please share the stream. I can't see any comments right now. I'm not sure if there are any, but there could be. So I'm with my buddy Chip. He's across the street. He's live as well. And yeah, we're doing a bit of an experiment. We'll see if people's actions and their values align with each other. And such. Where the heck are my comments? How come I can't see anything? On. I did do the stream from a different device, so there might be an issue there. But guys, if you're in the stream, just let me know that you made it in the stream. We'll see if we can get a conversation going soon. And don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. If you don't know about me and you're just tuning in, I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I work for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency for over 15 and a half years, and I saw some shit. Some really terrible, terrible things. And now I'm out in the streets trying to wake up people, let them know about their food system, and see if just that will even make change. Chat filter. Lighting is on. Oh, you can do filters now too. That's wild. Okay. Well, I don't see any comments. I don't know if it's my phone or what's going on. But I do see that there's people in the stream. Let's see if I can. Are you ready? I don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, there we go. Look at the name calling. Wow. Ryan, Muffin. Why would I take off this beautiful hat, Ryan? Why are you so triggered, Ryan? You having a bad day, Muffin? I'm going to guess. Oh, here we go again. Loser. Oof. Oh, I'm crushed, Ryan. Ryan, you calling me a loser is just gonna ruin my week, my life. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Guys, don't let the Ryans of the world who... I'm gonna guess, Ryan, let me guess, you eat animals or you exploit animals, maybe you profit off of the animals. Oh no, Lynn, I hope you're doing okay. Oh, right, well, whatever. Now you're... Ryan, what's the problem here? What's the problem? You guys want to try? So the question today is going to be, or the animals are for food you tool. Well, no, they aren't. You can live without eating animals. I'm alive, you know. So you can very easily not use and exploit animals. Thank you, XCE. I don't even, is that ICE or whatever? Thank you. Exactly. Support the animals. If God wanted us to be vegetarian, well, God, I don't think really chose to make you whatever they wanted to make you. I don't know what vegetarian has to do with veganism, though. You aren't a cow, right? And people who are vegetarian generally drink cow's milk, which is kind of fucking weird. Or eggs. That's also fucking weird. So we're talking about veganism and not exploiting others because guess what? We don't have to. Very, very simple. And it's amazing to me all the God quotes that people bring up when God said to respect animals. It says it in the Bible, to respect animals. How is respecting animals genetically engineering his so-called creations and having antibiotics pumped into them, drugs, living in farms, living in shit, essentially? I don't think God, if there is one, would want his beings treated that way when you don't have to do it. A lot of stuff was for sacrificial reasons, apparently, in the Bible. But there was the Garden of Eden, right? The Garden of Eden, you had that. And it's also not mandatory to get into heaven. You guys want to try it? In fact, it's not mandatory. And it's also, like, tell me how many slaughterhouses are in heaven, guys. Is it more than one? Is it 0 or is it more than one? If you are vegan, hit 1 in the chat. Hit 2 if you're someone's considering change. And hit any other number if you think the status quo is what we should maintain. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me that a lot of the people whining or crying in the chat are actually, like, they have a companion beside them or they've had a dog or a cat. It's kind of crazy to me that that they have companions and they can't see the value in someone else. Crazy, right? Also, guys, let me know where you're coming from, where you're tuning in from. Oh, Fergus, please. your way of life. No, you're executing innocent sentient beings so you can shit them out, and you're too lazy to change. Well, that's on you. If you want to be a monster to animals, go ahead, but that's not necessary. You guys want to try it? No, you're good. It's a bit of a slower day. So where are you guys coming from? These comments are hilarious. Look at the weak men in the chat who think it's okay to exploit little baby animals, eat 6-week-old baby birds, and chop up their body parts and eat them. Oh, good one, Taffy. Haven't heard that 5 gazillion times. You must be a riot when you're out at dinner parties and stuff like that. Like, ha ha ha, that Taffy, man. He's so fun. He's like the funniest guy ever. Said no one. Well, why don't you eat dogs? What's wrong with eating dogs? I have not eaten animal products in over 12 years. So I'm vegan for the animals because there's no other way to be vegan. A lot of people conflate it with a diet, but it was after one of my last moments working for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. I saw a cow, a dead cow, and a dead calf. The cow had given birth to the calf on a slaughterhouse truck. And it was hard to make them out because they were covered in their own shit and other cows' shit. And their face was, it was crushed. And so that flashed me back to the times I worked in slaughterhouses. And I changed after that. So I didn't even know what veganism was. I just knew I didn't want to be a part of that. Nelly, this isn't for that, but you're welcome to be gay if you want to be. Maybe move on to the next chat where you can find someone you're looking for. If that's what you're into, go for it. Get over it. No, you don't get over that kind of stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous what we do to animals. And learning that we didn't have to do it. Wow. I mean, you have to be some kind of crazy monster and psychopath to think that that has to be done. If you know what happens, a lot of people don't really know, or they think they might know, and they think it's not a big deal. But if you were to go visit, say, one of these places, you guys want to try? If you were, say, to see the shit that I did, what do I eat now? I eat everything you eat. I mean, I had oats earlier today with all the fixings. Last night I had some tacos with with fries. It's pretty damn good, actually. This place called Soil here in Amsterdam, amazing. Jerry, well, if you're worried about bugs, who do you think more bugs are killed for? The people that farm animals, farm the crops to feed the animals and then eat the animals. Like, it's really a simple math equation, Jerry, and we're about exploitation. We understand that there might be some deaths in protecting your crops. That's not an unreasonable thing to do. Of course, we would rather have veganic farming and vertical farming, not stick with the status quo like some of the weirdos in the chat who profit off of the exploitation and suffering of innocent animals. They don't even think what they do is exploitation or torture or confinement or grape or any of these things, which is fucking wild to me. Brian, yeah, so then by default, you would be vegan because the animals, the 92 billion land animals that you breed into existence every single year, eat a heck of a lot more than the 8.3 billion humans, right? So it's like real, like my nephew can understand this basic math. It's really basic, like super basic, like almost to the point where like we have to make fun of people because if they can't get that more crops go to the animals and then they eat the animals, then like we're not dealing with a full deck of cards, if you know what I mean. So we try to be nice about it, but it's really like kind of stupid, man. Not gonna lie, it's like the dumbest thing you've ever heard. Well, we're trying to get some people here, but I'm the Joker. Thank you. Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix was the Joker as well, and he's vegan, so it's not really that hard, dude. I like. Let me guess. You farm animals, or you profit off of them, or you've killed them. Maybe you hunt. That's entirely my guess, because the people that generally troll, and to the open-minded people in the chat, generally the trolls are the loud ones in the room, so don't mind. This is pretty typical behavior. They get pretty emotional. They get pretty like upset because they feel like it's an attack on them. It's really just the idea of just leaving animals alone. We can evolve away from it. Some people just aren't open-minded and they don't want to change. So, am I right, Rye? Am I right? Hey, PJ, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. You guys want to try it out?
What can we try out?
I'm just doing a social experiment. How old are you?
17.
17.
Also 17.
If I can get, maybe I do off camera here, if that's okay.
Yes,
Yeah, we'll move over here.
Can I?
Sure, yeah. So we'll just get you off camera because I don't
That's
want
what I
to.
used and Gully.
Yeah. So how old are you?
17.
Let's move out of camera just because you got to be 18 for me to do that. Guys, so I'm coming from Canada, America, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm doing a pilot project, and I'm seeing if it works. Sure, absolutely. If it works with your logical thinking, let's say. So my idea is there's a number of dogs in shelters. Okay, you know this, animals in shelters, and so here in the Netherlands, it's actually really good. You guys do a great job at keeping animals safe and with their homes, but there's still about 5,000, I think, animals in shelters currently right now. So my idea, and I come from a friend, it's called Elwood's Dog Meat. So the idea is to move the dogs instead of the shelters, instead of them going to waste, we put them in the food system. So we give them food, and then we put them in the slaughterhouses, and then we eat them. So that way they're not in these shelters, right? Because they're going to waste. And so also we're doing that. We're potentially going to do that in the U.S., potentially going to do that in Canada. What do you guys think?
So we should eat dogs.
Yeah, would you eat dogs?
No. Maybe try it for one time.
You would, no?
No.
You would never try a dog?
No.
What about you?
No, for me it's extra weird because I have a dog myself.
You have a dog
So
yourself.
it would be weird to eat it if you have like a dog as a pet.
Yeah. So what? Like pretend. But do you eat other animals?
Yes, but not that much. Maybe like 3 times a week, not extremely.
So like who do you eat? What animals do you eat?
Like chicken.
Chicken.
Wat doen we, hoe zeg je dat?
Pigs, cows.
No pig, cows, yes.
Chicken and cows.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Yeah.
Almost everything except for like horse or something.
You
Well, I
don't eat
think,
horse?
like-
No. Would you eat horse?
No, also not really.
Okay, so, well, you know, in some countries, people, or maybe even some people, have chickens as pets or cows as pets.
Yeah, I have a chicken also.
As a pet?
Yes,
Yeah.
multiple.
But
So you have a wait a second. So you have a chicken, but you eat chickens.
Yes, because chickens, they don't seem like that emotional intelligent, like, you know?
So do you think intelligence justifies eating someone?
I think society does, because there's a reason why we don't eat dogs. And we eat chickens because we think like, okay, they're not smart. It's easier to yeah.
Can I push back a little? Because some pigs are smarter than dogs.
Yes, but I don't eat pigs.
So is that why? Because you feel like they're more intelligent?
Maybe a little. Yeah, I really don't. Did never thought about it like that way. Yeah.
So do you, when you look at the chicken, do you think, I want to eat you?
My own chicken.
Yeah.
No.
But why not? Like if you just took their feathers off, they would just look like any other chicken, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Did you know that chicken can see in more colors than humans?
Yeah.
Would you say that's an intelligent trait?
No.
No. Why not?
Ja, weet ik veel. Well, first of all, intelligence is like more of a subjective definition,
Sure.
and I don't think the ability to see really defines your intelligence.
But you think just being a chicken defines their intelligence?
Yeah.
So like what if a human, or say what if a dog was as intelligent as a chicken, then would you eat the dog?
Mm, it depends, but there are more reasons than intelligence to not eat a dog, right?
But let's just stick to the intelligence and we'll go to the other reasons. So, like if I found a dog that just was like a little bit less intelligent than a chicken, and I brought the dog here and I measured how intelligent they were, could I just eat them?
No, because like I said, intelligence is per definition subjective. So how are you going to measure intelligence?
Yeah. So that's why I would probably disagree with your idea on intelligence because
Yeah, I see why. Yeah.
you see why, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I could say that about say maybe a disabled human, right? Because maybe they don't have the same cognitive functions as, you know, maybe I do, like intelligence wise, but I still respect them and I still wouldn't, you know, hurt them or do something bad to them.
Or eat them.
Or eat them. Yeah. Do you understand that
Yeah,
concept?
I understand that.
And so let's go to any other traits that you think might be the reason why we can eat one and not the other. Well, what other reasons would you say that it's okay to say eat a chicken and not a dog?
Moeten we niet gaan
Can I
staan?
talk?
Ja,
Sure.
doe jij.
I think it's more normalized to eat a chicken than a dog,
Yeah.
and so people think it's weird to eat a dog or something, and chicken is it's normalized for almost everyone.
Sure. So like it's sort of more like tradition and culture
Yeah.
kind of shows us this is how to do things, but do you think that's moral?
No, not really.
No, really. And so, like, if we were to go down all these traits, I'll just say, because I've done this a bit of times, I've yet to find a trait that justifies doing one thing to one person and not another. I would consider animals persons because they have their own subjective experience. They can feel pain. We have pets for a reason because we value the companionship. And I've seen people with companions like pigs, cows, chickens, all sorts of animals. And so, like, what do you think? Do you think there's a lifestyle that aligns with like respecting animals and not putting them through this situation?
Yeah. Vegetarians and. So, yeah.
So vegetarians would still use cows and chickens, right? So they would still use their milk. Do you know what happens in the dairy industry?
What do you mean?
So do you know how?
Hoe ze melk maken.
Yeah, the cows get exploited probably.
Yeah. So what happens is they take away the babies from the mom, they force impregnate them, and then they eat their you know, humans pretend they're baby cows, so they take their products. Yeah. Yeah. So we got a whole class here.
Yes, this
Oh, you guys are gonna get out of here? Let me give you a card, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. So I'm actually a vegan. Yeah, so the reason I bring these questions up is because I used to work in slaughterhouses. So I saw firsthand what happens to all these individuals, the animals, and how they get exploited, abused, and tortured even. And so 12 years ago, I learned that I could live without eating animals. And I thought, well, why would I do that to living sentient beings who just want to live, you know, like your chicken friend, you know, your dog. They're all the same. It's just maybe we bring up these ideas through culture, tradition, and we think these things. So I'm going to give you a card. If you guys can just look into it. It's a lot easier than you think. I understand cultural norms say that, oh, it's a big deal. It really isn't. 12 years myself, and that's why I'm out here today. So thanks for being open-minded.
Also on the card?
So this is actually my friend. He's across the street. This is his account, but I'm the 40-year-old vegan. If you can remember that, the 40-year-old vegan. You can check out my lives and that. Appreciate you guys being out here. Thanks. What's up, guys? They have a whole class. Their teachers are like, "Come on, let's go, let's go." Do we have like a racist dude in the chat? Bye bye, racist dude in the chat. Oh no, gone forever. So my dad, my grandparents, all of my family on that side are, they don't have hair. They balded. Like 50% of males, they bald. So what, does that have to do anything? They're babed. Actually, it saves me money on haircuts. I shave my head myself. It's great. 40%, 50%. You could say 40% have the genetic whatever, but I think it's closer to 50% that show signs of it. No, not 90% of vegans. That's vegans aren't this just different class of people. How dumb. People are so dumb. Oh my God. Yeah, vegan DNA, exactly. Which is wild. So the class is walking the other way now. No, babe. Do you want to race? Do you want to we can compete in some physical events. I'm probably older than you are. I should probably be weak, struggling. So let's have a race. Let's do some physical activity and we'll see whose blood markers are better as well. Or don't you believe in blood markers maybe? Maybe you're one of those. Yeah, so weak. Look at me. I'm struggling. Oh, I'm dying. Oh my gosh. Amazing how people talk in a live stream chat, weak. Oh. Yes, sure. Exactly, Pia. Pia's always spot on. Yeah, I know. I don't know why they don't do that. So I think it's on TikTok, you can flip it around. Here on YouTube, you can't. There's no way to mirror it properly. Yeah, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't hold up the sign and just struggling vegan, yeah. Failing, oh my God. Well, I won't get into so my mom's religious, so it's hard for me to get into, too much of that because, I got a uncle who's a pastor, was a pastor. So it's like, do I want to? And also, I think it's a good portion of the population is religious. So I feel like we should take advantage of that rather than demonize it. I think there's a way we can use that to our advantage, especially when people talk about do unto others and stuff like that. So if you think about it, the Bible says that. The Bible talks about kindness to animals and also to humans, do unto other humans. So most of these people that are working in slaughterhouses are marginalized communities. You wouldn't, if your child came up to you and said, Mom, Dad, I want to work in a slaughterhouse, you're going to take them to therapy. You're going to say, no, I don't want that from you, but we're using marginalized communities to do this. So, yeah, it's like so if you believe in God and you believe in the Bible and stuff like that, and your fellow humans, your brothers and sisters, why would you put them into a slaughterhouse suffering PTSD, turning to drugs, alcohol, increased violent crime rates around those communities, workplace injuries? So like it's to our advantage. I think we can just say, look, it doesn't align with your values of Christianity, even other religions as well, because they all talk about being kind to their own people. So Red Wings, not Oilers. Let's go Red Wings. Although I like watching McDavid and them. I think he's incredible. I'm just gonna lower this a little bit. Yeah, MLB. Jay's got to do better this year. Oh, babe's just stuck on the bald thing. Have you never met a single person who's bald, babe? Oh, I guess they're all vegans. But wait, you don't know any vegans. You've never met. Or you just don't know any, babe. Amazing. Tell you what, babe. Why don't you and I set up a race? I'll skate backwards, you skate forwards. We'll see who wins. How about that, babe? Babe. Want to try it out? I don't got you, babe. Definitely don't got you. Everyone's so scared to try it. Want to try it out?
Do I have to pay something?
No. It's just a conversation. I'm just on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah? You want to have a conversation?
Yeah, sure.
How old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
23, great. And what's your name?
Nicanor.
Nicanor. That's an interesting name. I'm David.
Okay, David.
Pretty plain Jane name.
No, it's a good name too.
So I say it's a social experiment, but it's more like just a few questions. And so I'm coming from the US
Okay.
or Canada, and I have this idea that I'm mulling around, and I just want to see if it aligns consistently with what people feel about animals.
All right.
So in the Netherlands, they have a pretty good program on dogs going into shelters. So there's only, I wouldn't say only, that's still 5,000 beings, but I think it was 5,000 to 10,000 animals are in shelters currently.
Okay.
So
I haven't seen any sitch dogs, you know.
yeah, the street dogs, it's really good here. So this is why, one of the reasons why I came here, because I thought, why don't we start at the best place and move to the worst place?
Yeah.
So the idea is, rather than have the dogs in shelters and they go to waste, why not feed the dogs and put them into our food system? So we send them to slaughter, we eat them, and then they don't go to waste, and we save
I get what you
money.
mean.
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you think?
It's different, like for different cultures, you know. I think I may be wrong about this, but I think in some Chinese places they do something like this.
Yeah, so there's something called the Yulin Dog Festival where they essentially burn dogs alive. Yeah, it's really quite an awful experience. I can't remember how many are sent there, but it's really, really tragic. So the idea here would be just to euthanize them in a humane way and then put them into the food system. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. It's a bit. It's a mind rattler, you know.
A
It's
mind rattler?
A mind.
And why do you say that?
Because we're used to think like we are used to see dogs and cats, you know, and like house animals.
Sure.
To watch them in like a certain kind of light. They are like our companions. They're when you tell people like eat a dog or like food and dog in the same sentence, it kind of triggers your brain a little bit.
Sure.
Because of the culture we inherited and all the things we think and all that. But
I saw your reaction initially, and you're like, "What?" Yeah.
But I think it is a conversation people should have. I mean, it is an interesting question.
Yeah. So I'll just give you disclosure. I made that up. So I'm an animal rights activist, actually.
Okay.
So I don't eat animals. I'm here just bringing this idea and this concept to people, just
Yeah,
because
to
because I see the a bit of hypocrisy in the idea that we view one as a companion and
the
some
other
some
one, yeah,
view the other ones as companion as well, but the majority would say that they're food. So I'm trying to reconcile that with the public because I think most people's values do align with the idea that we should leave animals alone. What are your thoughts?
yeah. Like in a, I don't know if you say this in English, in like a utopic,
Utopia,
yeah, in a, like a utopia kind of thought experiment. I mean, yeah, animals shouldn't be consumed by humans, like in like the very
Large scale.
yeah, like we know it exists like in carnivores. Yeah, you know, that they eat other species,
Sure.
and this exists, right? And we, as I think we're omnivores. I don't know
Yeah,
how is it called.
omnivores would be the class we're in,
Omnivores, or maybe
so we
like
could do
vegetarians.
one or the other or both.
One or the other, yeah. What I do think is like it's for the environment and like for human survival, it is like essential, like right now, to stop eating these many animals,
Sure.
and especially like a cow and red meats, you know,
Yeah.
because like for the environment and for everything, it's like
Yeah,
taking us down,
it's
like-
really bringing up the temperature. So,
Yeah, yeah,
if you look at, say, I think it was 3,500 liters of water
Yeah.
will go into one slab of ground cow flesh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's crazy the environmental impact. Of course, the health disclosure as well. I used to work as an inspector in this industry, so I've seen the health implications on that side as well. But even if, like, let's pretend we could scale it down and make it more manageable, what do you think the animal feels in that situation?
Yeah, he feels pretty bad. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
absolutely awful. Yeah.
Right. And so you'd agree then, I think we mentioned about being omnivores, you'd agree that we could live without exploiting animals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is it something that you've considered yourself?
The thought has crossed my mind, yeah, but
Like what would be a holdup for you? And by that I mean, like, is there something you think you'd be missing or that couldn't be provided to you?
I really I really like all kinds of food,
Sure.
you know, and like from different cultures. I'm Mexican myself, so I love like my cuisine.
So you love the beans and rice.
Yeah, I do love them, but I love my beans and rice with what I'm used to.
Sure.
But I think we're like in this kind of day and age where I know vegetarian and vegan stuff isn't like new. It is actually pretty old, and you can look at it and see all like different cultures are saying like are saying like, I think it's from India or I don't know what country, but they have like a vegan diet.
Yeah.
Like from thousands of years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
You
There's
know,
some places
the
that
thing
do.
is, for my culture, we don't have like we don't have this vegetarian or vegan culture. It is kind of new to us.
Yeah.
So, like for the moment being, it is pretty. I can understand why it's pretty difficult for people to engage on it. I'm here with a group, so there are 2 vegans in our group actually.
Okay.
Yeah. We aren't all like meters. Actually, 1 vegetarian, 2 vegans.
Cool.
So I kind of noticed this. I noticed this trend. I support it also. Yeah, I know it's hypocritical for me to say I support it. And
Look,
I
you're
don't engage in it.
you're being honest, right?
Yeah.
So when you say you're from Mexico?
Yeah, from Mexico.
Yeah, okay. Because there's a good amount of vegans in Mexico. I know that from global statistics. So sure. Yeah, I'll just be one more. Yeah. So, like, I think the idea is just to try to think about it from the victim's perspective. And I think that's why I bring it up. So we can talk about environment, we can talk about health, but these are me situations. Imagine if you were the pig or the cow or the chicken that goes into the slaughterhouse. And that's your life, you know, your one and only existence, and it's because of pleasure, right? Because at the end of the day, it all boils down to, like, just a couple things. It's either convenience, it's either tradition or taste, right? And so if I enjoyed, say, kicking a dog and I got some pleasure from that, you would say I'm crazy, right? But I don't.
It's the same thing, just by eating.
It's just, yeah, it's a different sense, right? So I thank you for stopping. Here's some great resources to look into. If you have any other questions, you can go to here. And also these documentaries, maybe the greatest speech you'll ever hear might...
Perception. It's all about perception.
It really
right?
is at the end of the day. Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
It is. It was a pleasure talking to you, David.
Great, yes, yes. Encourage you to really look into it. And remember, the next time you go buying some food, right, there might be a victim on the other side. So, yeah.
Sure.
Okay,
I'll
great,
think of that.
great. Thank you.
Have a great day. Have a good
You too. Thanks. Oh, what is happening? I thought that went pretty well. People are pressed for time always in these situations, so it's hard to know when to pull the trigger. And Chris says we're hypocrites. How are we hypocrites? What are you talking about? Chris, I don't know where it is, but maybe you should drop the bottle.
Can I do a shout out real quick?
Sure.
Shout out to Joost Sanders.
Joost
Sanders.
Sanders?
Yes.
Yeah, he's Jala.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. What's so okay? This is hilarious. So tell me, what is so feminine about standing up for the little guy? You tell me what's so feminine about that. All of our freaking movies, everything that we do, basically culturally, is to try to stand up for the little guy. And when we stand up for baby animals, you're crying in the chat. Fuck off. Amazing concept. And Chris, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. They are babies in slaughterhouses at the end of the day. 6 weeks old, 7 weeks old, chickens are sent there. They can't even carry their own body weight. You're eating breasts, dude. Breasts. You're eating the breasts off a being. How fucking disgusting is that? And I get it was normalized to me. It was normalized to us. If you truly felt that way, you would take action and stop it and not just talk. Well, what the hell? What can I do? I've been arrested before. I've shared my story. How you doing, man? I've shared my story consistently on podcasts. In fact, I'm going to be on a podcast coming up. What more would you like me to do? What do you do there, buddy? What do you do? Do you just go into comment sections and try to troll? What do you do? Do you help humanity at all? Do you help animals at all? Why don't you care about animals, dude? What did they ever do to you? Did you have a bad experience once? Did you, or you're profiting, you just can't get over the taste? What is it? I wouldn't eat a chicken if they had nipples. Listen to that comment. That is wild to me. I'm retired, Lucas, so why would I get a job if I'm retired? That makes no sense. Wow. I mean, these guys. Triggered dudes, It says a lot, right? It says a lot. Well, I didn't say that humans aren't worth more, Chris. I think humans should be respected along with non-humans. They're all persons, my dude. There's someone in there at the end of the day. Living sentient individuals. If you saw people running around kicking dogs for pleasure, you'd probably want to stop that, right? Well, what the fuck are you doing putting animals in your mouth, bro? You don't have to. And what am I deflecting away from? Have you been in a slaughterhouse, Chris? Do you know what happens in those places? Do you know PTSD, drug, alcohol addiction skyrocket in those places? You know, workplace injuries skyrocket. I seen a guy crush his whole entire arm inside a machine in a slaughterhouse. I've seen people like walking around like it looked like they weren't even there because they take lives every day. They see the knife, they stick the knife. They're the backup killers. There's birds that go into skull tanks. There's pigs that go into gas chambers. I mean, cows that are shot in the face. Come on, dude. Come on. You can be better. You can be better. It's very easy, and it's not made up bullshit. I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I work for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, Lucas. I think you were on another time. I think you were on another time, and you were saying that what I was saying was a lie, but you can't legally say in Canada that you've worked for a federal agency if you didn't. So I would be reprimanded for that. I might even go to jail for that if I was lying. So no, I'm not lying. 15 and a half years. Hello, Annie. How are you? How many insects? So we go back to the insects. Actually, killing more insects is more of an argument for veganism. If you think about it. It's called basic math, but at the end of the day, you love the current farm system. Yeah, I'm Canadian. You want the current farm system, and I don't. So at the end of the day, you want to continue wasting 73% of our land just to feed animals, give them all of our water, and screw up the environment just so you can have a burger. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I forgot Lucas is a lion. Sorry, guys. Forgot about that. How am I being hypocritical? Define veganism. This is the thing. People come in here, they say you're being a hypocrite. Well, what am I being a hypocrite about? Define veganism. What is veganism? Define it. And these people don't even know. They'll come on your channel. Like this other guy the other day. He commented on one stream 100 times. Then he came into my channel afterwards and commented 35 times afterwards. He still doesn't know what veganism is. Can you imagine? That many times, that triggered, won't even take 5 minutes to know what veganism is. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And just like this user, he won't even ask one single time. He'll just say, you are a hypocrite, and they won't give any context as to why. He'll talk about bugs or he'll talk about something else. When he doesn't even realize that, yes, you can protect your crops. Yes, we don't like the methods that are used. And yes, we don't want the current food system, but you do. So how's that hypocritical? Oh, amazing. Amazing. FBI, stop. Well, you don't. So here's the thing. You can do veganic farming, Turlo. You can do veganic farming. I know I'm going to actually go interview a veganic farmer, maybe a couple of them this year. So if you want to subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'm going to actually go speak with somebody who does this for a living, where they don't use animal inputs. Amazing, right? Imagine we took all the subsidies and we moved them to that type of food system. How much of a better world would we live in, especially for the innocent animals? The reason why you go vegan, it's not because of a diet. Yeah, exactly, Annie. Exactly. I feel like... Want to try it out? People seem to be afraid. Maybe it's the cap. Maybe one plant that has protein in it. All plants have protein to varying degrees. Oh my gosh. Are you lacking protein? Is that your concern? I know veganism isn't, Chris. There you go. You don't even know what veganism is, and you're crying about it. We look at similarities, okay? Chris, we look at similarities. What do we have in common? We can feel pain, we can suffer, we want to live, we have families, we have emotions. These are exactly the reasons why. We don't look at differences, we look at similarities. It's that simple, Chris. It's not that hard. Want to try? It's not that difficult. Just like you would cats and dogs in the West, how people respect the animals in the West. They take care of them, they love them, they let them even live in their homes. You don't have to do all that. You just have to not breed them into existence, exploit them, or commodify them. It's like the basic principles. It's like not even that hard to grasp. And you're calling me a hypocrite. Why? Because you think I want to give a cow a license? Is that what you actually think? Come on, man. Now, Chris, tell me, how many animals have you killed? And be honest. How many animals have you personally killed? Because usually, and I'll say, is usually the people that are the loudest in the room are the ones that are usually the ones who take the lives, or they make money off of the lives, or they're just so unwilling to change that they'll just throw out the complete nonsense. So much nonsense. Hello. Hi. Hi. Chip's been in a conversation for a while. Do spiders count? Well, what do you mean? I don't go out of my way to kill beings if I don't have to. If someone's in my home and they're attacking me or whatever, then maybe that's a different story, but farming crops destroys well, what do you mean? So, okay, Turlo, go to ourworldanddata.org and look up the statistics on animal farming. You'll see that we use 73% of our agriculture, or is it 83% of our agricultural land to farm 92 billion land animals. Doesn't count factory farm fish, doesn't count the trillion. I heard you speak English though. You just said I don't speak English, yeah. So if we were to replace our food system entirely, we'd only need a quarter of the land that we currently use to feed almost double our population. And this is like a general stat. You can go look it up. If you want to feed almost double our population with a quarter of the land use, currently we use about the same mass amount of land as the entire Americas. Like from top to bottom. That's how much land use we use to farm animals. I think it's Farah, someone who did a comparison there. You can go look them up on Instagram. It's your leftist assent. Well, I've never really shared my political views online because I don't care to. People really want to box themselves in on political ideology. I don't care. I think it's all pretty much a sham anyway. I've worked in government enough to see what happens in government and how basically monopolies pull through that and whatnot. I wonder how that went. No, I can't read, Jordan, exactly. Can't even read. Yeah, it's a bit difficult because of the sun and the glare. See? So that makes it easier to read, but I'm not going to do that. Well, it depends what you mean by fully vegan. People have this ideology that veganism is perfectionism, and it's not. It's not anywhere close to that. It's just not viewing others as commodities, and it's not viewing others, or exploiting others, sorry. That's the basic principle, the basic idea of it all. That's weird. That guy or girl or person can go somewhere else. Wow. Well, I think it would be much better lab-grown animal flesh, if, of course, if they don't use animals. There's a company using oxygen or air that's actually creating lab-grown flesh. If you say, I'll never eat it, but if it replaces factory farming, why the fuck wouldn't you? And you probably get better health outcomes as well, because then they could not feed the what the fuck, like body parts, antibiotics, and drugs and chemicals. Disable front. Can you actually do that though? On while I'm live though? I don't want to. I don't want to mess with it, Daniel. That's fine. I'll do it next time, but I'll look into it. You guys want to try? Don't be afraid. Be very afraid. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Chip wanted to go somewhere else. He's gonna say that afterwards. He's gonna be like, "See, we should have went somewhere else." Ozzy, I'm just so used to people calling me American here. I've even worn the Canadian hat, the Blue Jays hat, and they still call me American. So, figure, all right, well, if you think I'm American, then fine. Why does it matter, cow with a hat? I've been all the good things. I've been all the bad things. I don't think one way is going to suit one person or another. I think it's just will be relatable to some people in some ways, and I don't think vegans are necessarily condescending. I think it's probably the other way around. Literally, I walk into a room and I get mauled basically by any family, friends, and stuff like that. I don't even say anything, and they start talking shit. So it goes all ways. It's not just one way or another. Yeah, I think lab meat will be probably some of it, but I don't think it'll be all of it. Well, Ozzy, I disagree. I think at some point there's going to be a decline in, especially the newer generation wanting to do this type of work. Also, the rise in plant-based products is on the rise. It's if you look at what's it called? I can't remember the name of the stats, but they basically look at trends and they estimate what the plant-based market will look like. So I started looking at these numbers in like 2018, and every year they're always consistently under project. And if you look at their projections, it's only going up. If you look at plant-based milks, you can go to pretty much anywhere now and get a plant-based option. 5 years ago, would you say the same thing? 10 years ago, definitely not. So you'll see the collapse of things like dairy, maybe not cheese, but also the consumption of animal products, because a lot of the younger generation is more environmentally sound. So I don't think there's going to be as many generational wealthers that want to, shovel shit all day, so to say. So I think tech's going to take out a lot of different things, as well as I think the newer generation is going to be moving away from these things. Like when I go to campuses and I talk to students, everyone knows what veganism is, at least more recently. In the last, I would say 3-4 years. Before that, nobody, like half the people would, or they would conflate vegan and vegetarianism, which is definitely not the same. Gross. moles and voles and all the things. Will you tell me how many are killed right now due to animal farming? Do you think 92 billion land animals being bred into existence when you don't have to is a net positive for the world? Do you think using all that land, all those resources, water, feed, do you think that doesn't kill anyone? I just explained it. Go to Our World in Data. You can look at the stats. People are afraid. There you go. Pia's throwing out the stats for you. Vegan Christianity. Hello. Annie's out there. Guys, let me know if you're vegan. Hit 1 in the chat. If you're someone considering change, hit 2. If you are someone who wants to live in the status quo, hit 3 or any other number. Please double tap the screen. Hit that heart button as well. And also, if you wouldn't mind, either sharing of the stream or even turning on that notification bell if you want to support me and the stuff that I do. I have a link in the description to my link tree. Feel free. It's up to you. Yeah, and once again, we're in beautiful Amsterdam. I've just been answering some questions. Not so many conversations today, although I had one. I had some ideas on how I wanted these conversations to go. Maybe I had 2, actually, with a few gentlemen here. And the question is, should we put dogs on the menu? Should dogs in shelters be fattened up and thrown into our food system because they're going to waste? That is the question. And if you don't think they should, then do you eat other animals? And what's the relevant difference between those other animals and the dogs? And is that consistent? Just because you would view dogs as more so companions, maybe that's just through tradition and culture, but maybe in some countries they don't view cows and chickens and pigs as food, and maybe they do eat dogs. So I just see a bit of hypocrisy there, and maybe that helps people align their actions and morals, you know? People be afraid today, afraid to chat. Maybe they know. There's some weird comments in there. Yeah, well, I didn't go vegan because I didn't think animal products tasted bad. I went vegan because I respect animals and I found out we didn't have to fucking eat them. Like, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I'm embarrassed about it. I can't believe I worked in this industry. Do you want to try it out? Come on, bro. 5 minutes. Oh, I think we have like a tour. Should we join the tour? Should I show them this? Mind your own business. Shut your face. Quit putting your shit on us. Well, how about you quit putting animals into slaughterhouses? Stop being a dick to animals. Leave them alone. They're living sentient beings and they want to live. And if you want to see what happens to the animals, I also have a link in my description. The 3-minute movie challenge. Go check that out as well.
And in the weekend, you can also rent an easel and more. I remember, because otherwise you wouldn't have.
Lovely little tour going on. I should just walk in the tour like this and walk up with them. Yeah, right. That's funny. People People and their weird excuses, the things they want to say. Oh, don't be pescatarian. Why would you hate fish? Watch Seaspiracy. You could watch that. No, vegetarian. Well, what's the difference between vegetarian and a meat eater? The cow still goes into slaughter. The chicken, the hen are still exploited. Why do you want to view animals as commodities, as things for you, as commodities, as items for you, when you don't have to? You can quite literally move away from it. It's very simple. And the loudmouths in the chat are usually the ones who've taken lives or making money off of this industry. Crazy. And they don't want to look into it. So taking a life, you start to lose empathy the more you take lives. You move into this place called apathy, and some people move into psychopathy. There's some data out there to show that that's the reality. Studies have shown what takes place in the mind when you take a life. And so why do that? Why do you want to be a part of that? Why do you want to cause even marginalized people to do that when you can very easily live without? Hey, Axel, thanks for being here. Hopefully it's not too early for you. I try to push it later, but Chip likes to do it earlier, so what can I do? It's his territory, so. Got some people looking across the street. Guys, hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. Let me know if you're a vegan. Hit a 1 in the chat. If you're someone who's thinking about change, hit 2. And look at this person all triggered, typing in meat in the chat. Hit 3 if you're someone who agrees with that meat flake, the guy who thinks that we should exploit animals. Yes. Do that. Double tap the screen, turn on the notification bell, all the things, guys. So next time you see me, I will be somewhere else. And I won't spoil it, but maybe you'll see some pretty cool people. Triggered. Look at the spam a lot here, you know. Sir spams a lot. Let's just we'll give them a little 5-minute. How's that sound? Gotta, you know, like people get triggered. It's like putting the kid in the corner. They throw a little tantrum, wah, 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 right? And you just give them like a 5-minute timeout. Maybe they stop, you know. It's very sparse today, I'll tell you. Daddy chill. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to PJ, if you haven't subscribed to Jake, if you haven't subscribed to Axel, if you haven't subscribed to Chip, oh, there's Miguel. Oh gosh, here we go. Miguel claims to be about God and religious, but yet he sends marginalized communities into slaughterhouses to suffer trauma, PTSD, turn to drugs, alcohol, addiction. He doesn't care though, because he never addresses it. Oh, and Tony's back too? Man, another account, Tony. How many accounts do you got to make, Tony? How much attention do you need? Are vegans a fly on the head, inside the head of your brain, or what? Jordan, you seem very, very triggered, Jordan. I'm sorry you're so emotional. Oh, here we go, Jim Rat. You know, it's like the trifecta. Between the recent people in the chat, we have thousands of comments. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Tony, are you religious, Tony? I gotta see if it's the same Tony. Oh. Want to try her out? No? Oh, Tony or Miguel. Miguel. No, Miguel. You send immigrants, refugees, even children to work in slaughterhouses. Amazing. Oh, you're a Christian atheist. So maybe it's not the same Tony. Tony, are you vegan? Why aren't you vegan? Have you always disliked animals? Have you not thought we should live in and be kind to those who can't defend themselves, unlike Jim Rat, who really has a displeasure for animals, thinks that they should be brutalized, that they should be tortured and beaten and have their teeth cut out and their tails cut off and their beaks shredded. Oh, it's a cult, yeah. A cult that doesn't genetically engineer baby birds to make them so big they can't even hold their body weight. What a cult we are that we don't do that. What a cult we are that we don't shear the beak off of billions of chickens, or also like give them all the antibiotics in the world and drugs and put them in a chemical soup bath as well as chlorine and spray them with chemicals so that their shelf life will remain. Yeah, because vegans are a cult, right? For not wanting to abuse, violate, exploit, and commodify others. Yeah, what a cult. Crazy cult, guys. I can't believe it. I can't. Amazing that I'm a part of such a crazy cult that doesn't want to beat the shit out of animals. Unbelievable. What are you talking about, Flying Taco? Oh, John, let us know how we're hypocrites. How am I a hypocrite, John? I worked in slaughterhouses. I saw how animals were treated, and I went vegan once I learned you could live without doing that to animals. So tell me, John, how am I a hypocrite? Want to try? No, thank you. Just because I don't want mother cows shot in the face and having their babies cut out of them. What a terrible person I am. Take it easy, Triple X Mango. Why do you even use fruit in your name? Yeah, I was gonna say, well, what about Soy Daddy, Axel? We can use Soy Daddy as our... Well, we do have Vegan Jesus, though, right? He's in the Discord. Look at Jordan making veganism about him and not about others. Has it always been about you, Jordan? You and no others? The spiel. So I'm asking people if they think it's acceptable to put sheltered dogs into the food system, because there's so many of them in shelters. Why put them to waste? Why not eat them and, you know, do what we do to all the other animals? And so I'm seeing if people actually align with that, what their thoughts are about it, and if they change, or if they could change, why... Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Why do they value some animals over other animals? And what's preventing them from change? The longer you look at me, the better. Ooh. Well, I think it's controversial, but I also think it brings up people's moral quandary about eating animals. I think most people, if they went to a slaughterhouse and they saw exactly what I did, they'd probably be like, holy shit, I didn't realize it was like this. So we just conveniently turn a blind eye because society has told us. We conveniently believe what we're told consistently by animal agriculture that pumps out this idea that we're going to be missing something or that we need to use animals and exploit them when we don't. It's very clear that we don't. You guys want to try? And so myself, my buddy Chip, he's over there. We're doing the same thing. We're both live right now. He's having a conversation. And everyone's afraid of me probably because I'm wearing this hat. It's my guess. It has nothing to do with my ginormous arms and the fact that I'm 7 foot tall. I doubt very much, Triple Mango, that you were inside a slaughterhouse at 10 years old. Shut the fuck up. And you're calling me a perv? Dude, what do some farmers do to the animals? It's something that I can't even really discuss on here. But when I worked in an investigation unit, there are people that would go and tell on their neighbor farmers because they were doing things very inappropriately to animals. And some of the pictures that you would get on your desks are some of those fucking inappropriate things, like objects shoved into someone multiple times. So don't talk to me about what's pervy. What's pervy is molesting animals, genetically engineering them by using their reproductive system. That's pervy. If people are stealing semen from a bull, that's fucking pervy. And sometimes they do it manually. So go check out the videos, go see what really happens. Don't call me pervy. That animal agriculture is the most pervy thing possible. Yeah, and there you go, butterball turkey. So I was investigating there were customer complaints about turkeys. I think it was 270 complaints to the Canadian Food Inspection Agency about turkeys. And so what had happened is, what I estimate, but I don't know for sure, is that one of the freezers in the truck that the turkeys were on thawed out. And so then they refroze the turkeys, and then people ate their body parts. Fucking disgusting. And yeah. So after they shoved their fist up their ass with whatever fucking vegetables and shit that they wanted to eat outside of their ass, oh my God, how fucking disgusting are we? Humans are so dumb. So dumb. Yeah, people hunt because they do it for the thrill. People talk about, they're doing it for the environment or some shit. There's like thousands and thousands of deer farms in the United States, thousands of them, where they farm deer. And what says, do you realize, bro, do you want to debate the topic of animal agriculture with me? I'm more than willing. Do you want to know why? Because I worked in the industry. It's not rocket science to figure these things out. You don't even need to have worked in the industry. And tell me, which animal products am I wearing right now? Tell me. Amazing. Tell me, which animal products am I eating, and tell me which animal products am I wearing. And tell me, let's steel man your argument. Let's pretend that I am. Is that the system I want? Or is that the system you want? Because you fucking hate animals? Because you enjoy them being molested and preyed upon and abused? Is that why? You claim you've been to a slaughterhouse. No 10-year-old would ever go to a slaughterhouse. That's just a bold-faced lie. No 10-year-olds go into slaughterhouses ever, unless they're children who've been trafficked to work inside of them. So maybe you're one of the rare ones that do. Well, no, it's a steal, man. I gave you the argument. Obviously, kids grow up on farms, dumb fuck. Obviously, right? But guess what? They don't go to the slaughter. This is the freaking the funniest argument as well, is these guys come in here and they say, "Oh, you don't know what happens." Literally, all the farmers do is they drive them to the door of the slaughterhouse. Not all the time, by the way. They drop them off. They're not the ones on the kill floor. They're not the ones shooting the animals. They're not the ones stabbing their necks or getting the blood in their mouth. They're not the ones doing it. But this guy's acting like he did it, like he knows exactly what's going on. And he doesn't. He says he was in a slaughterhouse at 10 years old. Can you imagine? Yeah, there's a fucking field trip that goes into the slaughterhouse kill floor. Give me a break. This guy's an idiot. Well, some farmers do, and different places. See, there you go, Triple Mango. You don't even know. It's amazing to me how narrow-minded some of these farmers are as well, is that they don't even know the whole process. Oh, so now you were 16. You just said you were 10, right? So now we're raising the age, right? And if you liked it so much, go work on the kill floor. You love killing animals, go do it. American class, bro. How sheltered am I? I'm an ex-agriculture inspector, so I'm more than willing to debate this topic with you if you'd like, but you got to show your face. Can't be like a little coward hiding behind the fucking screen. Let's do it. And we'll go over every little thing that you want. And you know what? I'll steal, man, probably all your arguments. Give you the win, right? And we'll see. We'll see what's better for the animals. We'll see what's better for people. We'll see what's better for the environment and our health. No, maybe you dropped them off, or you had a truck company come pick them up. So like, did you kill any animals? Did you do it yourself? Maybe you did when you were older. Like, ooh, the name calling. It's pretty amazing, right? The name calling. Oh no. That means I'm gonna stop. Oh. If you like porcine epidemic diarrhea, go look it up. It's when the pigs have consistent diarrhea and they live in their diarrhea. There's a lot of diseases associated with pigs too. Also, like, do you want to contract swine flu? Because that's probably going to come out again. Yummy, yummy. Class 1 carcinogen in your tummy. And the fact that all the pigs, they get like a cold cough, like they all get it. They're shoved with copious amount of either drugs in Europe or antibiotics in North America, and then people eat that shit. And people wonder why. Oh, we have, colon cancer rates through the roof. We have, an epidemic of people getting health issues. A piggery. You call it a piggery, so you say. A piggery. Oh my God. Did you actually go and pull out the testicles of the pig? Did you cut off their tails as well? Did you rip out their teeth as well in the piggery? Because that's what they do. Rip out teeth, cut off tails, and rip out genitals. What a lovely place. That sounds like a great place, doesn't it? Oh yeah, can't beat a class 1 carcinogen. Like, you might as well get, like, it's the same equivalent as ammonia and also cigarettes. People who feed their children that shit. Can you imagine feeding your child a class 1 carcinogen and feeling happy about it? Nope, we got butchers for that. No, they'll do that beforehand. That'll be the farmers. Well, there you go, Tony. So you knew sharks were sentient. How aren't pigs, cows, and chickens sentient? Just because they can't show you in a certain way? Why don't you stop exploiting all animals? None of them want to die. None of them want to be exploited. There's a video called What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain as well. So you move from empathy to apathy. I highly recommend you watch that video and make the shift. Stop. You can stop today, man. I didn't block you. And what arguments? A real farmer. I've been on more farms than you, by the way. probably 100x the farms you've been on. So what is it about being a real farmer that the general public doesn't know? What is it? Tell me what people are missing. The scope. Is it the hard work? Is it the working all day? Is it that? Oh, I worked hard all day. Why would I cry when I visit farms? Mailer. It's pretty awful what happens in them. If you've seen what takes place in these fucking hellholes, I mean, like feces up to your fucking ankles. You know, one of the farms, well, many farms, and I remember this even back from when I was investigating, they'll hang a pig just to force the other pigs to listen and to submit, so that way the other pig won't go through that, because people have trouble moving around pigs. Can you imagine the psychopath that does that, right? Most of you would say that isn't right. Well, it's fairly common. Oh, we wouldn't starve, Triple Mango. All you have to do is swap out the food system. It's not that big of a deal. The animal agriculture industry is very frail, and change can happen fairly quickly. It's not that, I mean, the birds that you raise or whatever are just 6 weeks old. Think about it. You guys want to try it out? Yeah? How old are you?
20.
Okay, yeah. You guys want to come in? I'm live right now. Yeah. So what's your name?
Irida.
Irida?
Gael.
Igal.
Gael.
How are you guys doing?
We're working.
Working?
Amsterdam.
So you guys live here then?
No.
No.
Okay, you just came for work.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's what brings you here, I take it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I came to Amsterdam too as a visitor, and I'm asking people their thoughts about something.
Okay.
So the idea that I have, and maybe some others, is, you know how there's dogs in shelters?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you guys think that's a bad thing to have dogs in shelters?
I don't know, because in shelters they are safe,
Yeah.
but they're not free.
Yeah.
And when they're outside, they're in danger. So it's.
So it's probably not a bad thing to have. I have a better idea, or maybe it's a better idea. I want to see how you feel. So what if we put the dogs, instead of into shelters, we put them into the food system? So we give them more food, we slaughter them, and then we eat them. What do you think?
No, that's a bad
No,
thing.
it's a bad thing.
Bad thing?
Yeah.
Why?
Animals are like humans.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
en fait,
Animals are like humans?
but it feels like a cannibalism to eat your dog or your
Yeah.
cat.
So you think the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so my question is then, do you eat animals?
Yeah.
Only.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Beef. Pig.
So cows and pigs,
Yeah.
chicken,
Yeah.
fish,
Yeah.
duck,
Dog.
yeah,
No.
turkey,
Yeah.
horses,
I don't know.
cats,
No.
yourself.
chicken, fish,
On dit lapin déjà.
rabbits.
Huh?
Rabbits.
Rabbit.
Rabbits.
Yeah.
And so you eat all these different animals, but you don't want the dog to go into the food system. Why?
Because I used to live with animals, a lot of animals, and en fait, it's different between dogs and cats and things that come to you and are friendly with you, and things that you know that they are made for it. The animals that you know they're made for it.
So that's the idea. So in some countries, they eat dogs, they eat cats,
Yeah.
and they look at pigs and cows as friends. So what's the difference?
I don't know.
The society.
Society?
Yeah.
Like you mean satiation, like or
The-
society?
Uh, is it, quoi?
Cultural
Yes.
norms?
Yeah, culture,
Yeah.
nation.
What if our culture shifted and it became law, and they allowed dogs to be on the plate, like the bunny? Would you then change your mind?
Yes, I think so. I don't know. It's a complicated question because human need meat to be. I don't know.
Do humans need to eat animals in order to live?
I don't know.
No.
You
No.
say no, and you say you don't know.
Yeah.
They
What
can
if-
be a person who eats only vegetable,
Like a vegan.
vegan. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's possible?
Yes.
Vegan?
Yeah.
I've been vegan for 12 years. And so the dog thing I just made up, I'm sorry, but I just doing it as an experiment to see where people align. So some people see, like I said, pigs and cows and even chickens as friends, and they would never eat that. But then we choose to be friends with dogs and cats in other countries. Don't you see like there's a bit of a contradiction there? Yeah.
Eating animals is, en fait, it feels bad, but I don't know. It's natural at the same time.
So do you think that's because you've been told it's natural, or do you think?
I think that if from my birth they told me no, we don't eat animals, but je pense, wow.
We are born with the education to eat animals. Yeah. Meat.
Yeah, I was too. So for most of my life, I worked in the industry that kills animals. I was an inspector, and so I was told my whole life you have to eat animals. It's the way. This is what we need to do. And then 12 years ago, I tried it. I didn't die, and now I'm here speaking to you guys.
Yeah.
So we go back to the idea of like, you know that it's not necessary. You don't have to eat animals in order
Yeah.
to live. So what would stop you, say, from leaving all the animals alone and living vegan?
Je sais pas compris.
Saying help.
Yeah. Can you repeat?
So why not vegan from today? Why do you think you have to eat animals now, if you know you don't have to eat them? Or why do you eat them now?
I don't know. It's I don't know.
I think you face reality when you work there, so
Yeah.
you saw things that we
Sure.
don't see every day, and that's a big shock. So that's how you decide to stop eating meat. I think.
Yeah. Have you seen what happens to the animals in animal agriculture?
Yes, I saw some videos. It's horrible.
Yeah. What did you see? Do you remember?
But it was about the kanji haribo, about pigs. There was other things about not eating animals, but using them for makeup and testing.
Animal testing?
Yes, and that was. Oh, wait. But it was a video like this,
Yeah.
and that feels horrible.
So, but it didn't change what you thought about using animals?
No, I think I didn't think about that a lot.
Yeah. Would you imagine a scenario, maybe if you were in the animal's position and someone had the choice to use or exploit you, what do you think? Would you rather that not happen, or would you just be okay with it happening?
No, I'm not okay with it happening.
Yeah. So, I mean, the idea of I'm doing right now is to try to put you in the victim's perspective, because at the end of the day, this is what we do to animals, right? We treat them this way, we look at them this way, and just because I saw it, that doesn't mean that it's not happening if you didn't see it. Does that make sense?
Yes, I saw what you're talking about.
Yeah. So do you think if you had to see the animal agriculture footage, what you saw, what happens to animals, if you had to see that every time you went to buy a product,
No.
would
No,
you
I would
would you
not.
choose the other option?
Yes, I would choose the other option.
And so what does that say about right now?
But I would like to change, but it's difficult.
Yeah. Do you think though it's more difficult for you to be in that position, or for the animal to go through that?
I'm never asking me this question.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
understand.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't think
Yeah.
about this.
And we're busy, right? Life's busy. We're working. We're doing things. We gotta worry about our lives, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes we don't pause
Yeah.
and think about these things. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to give you some information, and I'm just gonna ask that you look into it more. Is that something you'd like to do? Look into it more?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a card.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you for stopping by. So there's français, parlez-vous
Okay.
français. So here you can watch it on français.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, this is my friend. He's over there doing the same thing.
Okay.
So we're just talking to people about the animals because they don't have anybody fighting for them, and we want people to pause. We want people to stop and think about their food choices and their makeup choices and all these things, because it's very easy for us to forget. But over the course of your lifetime, you said you're 20?
Yeah.
So maybe 20 to 50 or 20 to 70, I would say you're responsible for your food choices.
Yeah.
Over that time, maybe you're going to take 5 to 20,000 lives just by your food choices. So the way I explain it is, if you had 20,000 of them here right now and you had to take a knife and they're all saying, no, please, please, please don't, you have that choice to stop that today, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does?
I understand. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoy your trip. Don't work too hard.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you. Bye.
see you. Bit of a language barrier, but I think they got it. Nini, it absolutely matters to the victim. 100% it matters to the victim. Imagine you were in their position and some alien race came down. You guys want to try? No? Imagine some alien race came down and decided, fuck the humans, we're going to eat them, we're going to farm them, I like their meat. And you had someone say the similar thing of what you're saying. You know, that's not right. That's not fair. That's not just. It's immoral. And we should change, and we should always change. I admitted I lied. What did I lie about? It's a social experiment. I told them I made it up. But I think that's okay. And it wasn't a lie, because I told them what I was doing. A social experiment. Yeah, Tony, that's tough. I've seen probably millions of animals killed. So I worked in mostly chicken, and then also, like I mentioned, in an investigation unit. Seen pigs go into gas chambers. I've seen cows, pregnant cows even get slaughtered. It's pretty awful stuff. Wow, Nini, so you can't have an adult conversation. Well, we'll see you later then. Let aliens munch away. Yeah, you wouldn't be saying that if you were burned in a gas chamber. You wouldn't. It's very easy to say it when you're not the victim, but you wouldn't want others to be treating you that way. That's just ridiculous. Just gotta put on my battery here. We got some power. Well, at least we got another conversation in. Hopefully we get more. So guys, if you are vegan, hit 1. If you are someone who's considering change, hit 2. If you want the status quo, love the world the way it is, Hit 3. Why is that bent down? Sorry, what did you say? You don't want me so close to the camera? What was that? It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. No, leave animals alone. Leave them alone. Don't be a bully. Stop being a bully. Live vegan. Stop being a bully. Want to try it out? All right. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. You both coming in?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Oh, here?
Yeah, so we're on YouTube. Hope that's okay.
That's perfect. That's no problem.
How you doing, man? I'm David.
Bori.
Bori?
Oudens.
Outons. Nice to meet you guys. So I'll move you in a little bit closer. Yeah, you're live. No big deal. So guys, I'm from the Americas, so I'm from Canada, and I'm here presenting an idea. So just let me know what you think, and I'll explain why I'm presenting the idea, and then I'll give you maybe something else to think about,
Okay.
if that's okay.
No problem.
So the idea is, in the Netherlands, they treat dogs pretty good. So they have shelters here, but there's still about 5,000 to 10,000 dogs in shelters. So the idea is, in the States, it's a lot more than that, in Canada, a lot more than that, and across the world. The idea is to put, rather than put the dogs in shelters, you can put them on the menu. So you can fatten them up, put them in the slaughter, and then you eat them, rather than them going to waste. What are your thoughts?
I think it's a pretty crazy statement because I think we have like a clear boundary of what we can eat and what we can't eat. I think you might have a different opinion about it.
Okay.
But what I think is, I think there's like, when it comes to pets, I don't think those are food. But like, yeah.
And what are your initial thoughts about what I'm saying?
See, me personally, there are parts of the world where people eat dog. And like here in the Western world, you might say that's disgusting and stuff. Well, it is like that, you know. And it is a crazy thing to do over here. But like if you look like globally, it might not be as crazy. Because I'm from Nigeria, and certain parts of Nigeria, they eat dogs.
Yeah.
And we don't think that's crazy at all. And I wouldn't say there's really a boundary between like meat you can and can't eat. Because animals, yeah. Yeah.
So you guys feel like, so you're saying because we've categorized certain animals, we should leave them be, and you're saying that generally any animals on the table,
Yeah.
considering how we do it
Yeah, but
globally.
I wouldn't want to fasten up dogs though, because I don't think that's healthy for them. Like,
Yeah.
you do want them to be like, but I personally wouldn't eat a dog.
Yeah.
But if you want to do that, that's your thing, and that's
Do you think there's a reason why you wouldn't eat a dog?
because I like dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like dogs. They're cute.
And yourself, so is it fair to say you guys eat other animals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you the other part of this is that's not actually what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to like bring up the idea because I'm an animal rights activist. So I fight for all the animals, and I think that we should leave all the animals off of our plates and in our ideas of using them as commodities. So, for example, I don't think any animals should be exploited. And so I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I think it's a good conversation piece because we do look at, like you mentioned, we were talking about pets, right? And so we do categorize animals in certain ideas. But do you think there's really that much of a difference between the animals? Maybe I'll ask you first because you were mentioning that.
Well, I think it's like different for everybody. I think some people categorize certain animals as pets and some people don't. Like a pet could be a cow and other people would eat a cow. So like, I think it's just very personal for people what they categorize as that. But I do agree with the statement that, you know, we shouldn't let exploitation be a thing for animals.
No, I do agree with that too.
Yeah.
Like exploitation is shouldn't happen to like any living thing, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
And you bring up some good points, guys, because like, so I grew up in that era where eating animals was fine, viewing animals as whatever you wanted to, as pets, as commodities, to exploit them was fine. You know, this was normal, what I grew up with. But 12 years ago, I changed. I saw that I didn't have to eat animals, so I tried, and I didn't die. And 12 years later, I'm here speaking to you. So I think it's really important that we have these discussions because at the end of the day, they don't have a voice to fight for themselves.
Yes.
And so you mentioned like the exploitation, that you don't think we have to exploit them. Have you guys heard of a lifestyle that kind of aligns with those values?
Yeah, I've kind of adopted that lifestyle. I think it's also to like cut my budget on food, but like maybe like twice or once a week I only eat meat, just to like make some savings and to not eat meat every time and to support that business.
Right. And so do you think a bit of that has to do with the ethical quandaries surrounding meat?
I think it's both for me at least. Like it's the budget because meat is super expensive now, and
Sure.
if you think about it, the animals are not gaining anything from that.
Right.
So, yeah, I just choose to do it once, and that's my way of kind of going against it.
Right. And yourself?
Yeah, I would say there are levels to it. For instance, like I do know of like my dad, for instance. What he does, he likes goat meat basically, and what he does is like every, let me say, every 3-4 months, he goes to the slaughterhouse and gets a goat. He knows where the goat is from. He's seen how the goat has lived and everything.
Yeah.
And he gets the goat slaughtered and he eats that for the coming months.
Yeah.
And I think that already is like something you can partake in. And if we'd all do that as humans, like we'll waste less meat and we'll have to like find ways to exploit them less. If you want to stop eating meat and that's how you want to contribute, that's all fine.
Yeah.
But we all have levels I think we should all contribute in. And I try to do that as well.
Yeah. So you mentioned your dad. Maybe it's more of a cultural thing.
Yeah.
More maybe how he was raised. Do you think your dad, though, if he was shown a different way, if he knew he could eat other products, do you think maybe he would consider moving away from going to see the goat slaughtered? And you know, I just want to push back a little because there are ramifications of taking life as well.
Yeah.
So I work with a lot of marginalized communities, and generally speaking, these are the communities that are used to work in slaughterhouses. It's not your college, university educated people working in these places. They generally are taking people from different countries because they don't have the language skills or the educational requirements of the country. And these are the people that have to bear the burden of taking lives all day long. So I think we go back to necessity. And so, like, I understand your dad might have grown up this way, but what about you yourself?
I grew up the same way.
Yeah. Do you think, though, now that you're here in Amsterdam, do you think it's necessary for you to consume animal products?
That's something I don't know if I could speak on, because I do know you can get like the biggest excuse people have is like, oh, you can't get protein from or enough protein from plants as well, and that is not true. You can, but the way that works, the way that is, hoe zeg je dat? Hoe dat opsplits, like the manier van
It
process. The process of how it gets built down is still different than from when you eat like animal products and like when you choose to eat, I don't know, like beans or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So are you talking on a macronutrient level?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I would hate to say so like, oh, the type of way you live it is not optimal, so because that is genuinely your choice.
Yeah.
And I just think it's not a necessity. At the end of the day, it's not.
Right.
But it does help you as a human being to like feel better in your body. That's what I think about it.
Yeah. So what if I was, sorry, my voice is going. What if I was able to provide you like the essentials? Sorry, the voice is going.
It's all good.
Like, I could show you that you could live healthy and fine on a plant-based diet without needing to consume animal products. If I was able to give you everything in your head to show you that you could live optimally and fine, would you consider moving towards that, considering, you know, there's an individual on the other side of that?
Consider, yeah. I think if you like, what you told prove it, I would consider. I've considered it as well, to be honest.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just like meat so much.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I grew up with that, and I'm not saying it's not possible that I'm not gonna think differently in like 5 years or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's not possible, but
So what about for the individual though, going into that process for you? What about their experience? Do you want to?
I think it's very valid because we're talking about the animals now.
Yeah.
So, so also what I learned from my mom is that when we did get meat, we would get it from a local farm, just like he said with the goat, just to like get a little backstory, I guess, and to like know what we're eating.
Yeah.
To say it.
Do you think that though is more like lip service though? Do you think that's just like to make you feel better about your choice in a sense?
I do think it is for that, but it's yeah. It just does something for the mental. I think that you feel less guilt from doing it by doing it through that.
Through that way, yeah. Because when I used to inspect, so often the local farms were some of the worst places that I would inspect. And there's some studies and data to show that. But regardless, even if it was like a perfect farm for me, I still think the value of the life of the animal, I don't think they should have to go through that experience. Because I think if we can live and it's not necessary, then why, do that? So, yeah.
I think it's just for profit. I think that's the only real reason about it.
Yeah, and I think tradition and culture do play a factor because we think that, since we're doing this, we have to continue doing it, but we can evolve, right? I think. So I think that's it, guys. I don't want to push you too much on it, but I think we had some really good conversations. I would say at the end of the day, their life is a little bit worth more than just us kind of like guessing or just thinking that they're living a great life or that even there's some better way of doing it. I think that there's no right way to do it, and hopefully maybe you guys will see that too. I'll give you the card if you want it. And please look into the resources there. At the end of the day, because I remember you guys both looking at the animals here, and it does show the reality, right? And yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for the conversation.
Yeah, for sure. Take care.
Good conversations.
Yeah, they've been pretty good. Sparse, but pretty good, and I'm starting to lose my voice. I don't know where that happened, but
Probably the weather will do.
it could be. Yeah.
do you live here?
No, I'm visiting here.
Oh, okay.
My friend is over on the other side.
Oh wow, okay.
So we're doing both. He comes here often, and he has conversations with people. So his channel is called That Chip Guy, and then mine is the 40-year-old vegan.
Oh, 40-year-old vegan. I think
Yeah.
I may have heard of you. It sounds very memorable.
Oh, great. Famous, guys. I'm famous. Yeah. The guy who lost his voice mid-conversation. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are local then, or are you guys from here? Or?
Yeah.
Cool. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel very lucky to live here.
Yeah. It's very healthy. That's me. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Thanks, guys.
Have a nice
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Cheers. What's happening, guys? Hear my voice kind of crash a bit? Peers, there's other places for you to find what you're looking for. I'm not into that, but that's not what this chat is about, so it's kind of weird that you would say that. So guys, 1, if you're vegan, 2, if you are considering change, and 3, or any other number or letter, if you are an animal abuser, a total loser animal abuser. Oh man, I can't believe my voice is gone. Too much talking over the last few days. It was because of the slaughterhouse. So a couple days ago, I was at a slaughterhouse, and fuck, man, the stench there. I should have wore a mask. It's fucking up my voice. Yeah, I feel like the one guy got it. I was gonna push back a bit, but it's like, well, my voice is kind of crackling a bit, but also, he seemed to get it because he kept looking at the sign, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Different approaches, maybe. I could be wrong. It does feel better to go at the people. No, I'm not promoting bullshit. I'm trying to get people to move away from bullshit. What do you mean, Donnie? Yeah, what about soil erosion? We're putting fucking feces everywhere. Putting feces everywhere, and we're destroying all the land. And I mean, literally, cow shit's a co-product. And we're fucking up the environment. Our ecosystems are, we're chopping down rainforests to have cow fields to feed fucking soy to cows and factory farm fish. Like, what the hell's wrong with people? It's like, stop eating animals. That's it. That runoff into streams and rivers. There's literally an algae bloom in one of the biggest rivers in Winnipeg, in Saskatchewan. It's insane. Why the hell are we doing that? Yeah, so are most people basketball maven. It's unfortunate. It's kind of ridiculous, and it's ridiculous that we have to use words like meat. You know, it's like a made-up word, a pretensi, a euphemism. It's like people use that word just to mask the individual, the actual individual. You can say I make zero impact, but I've had people reach out to me to say they went vegan. So even if just one person changes, that could be 5 to 20,000 lives outside of being commodified and victimized and tortured and suffering and all these things. So if just one person changes, then I'm happy. And what are you doing, though? What do you do for a living other than troll and shit on people who are trying to fucking fight for animals? It's kind of ridiculous. That's why I was bringing up the dog, bringing the dogs into, I think Chip's going at it with somebody. Oh no, that was a good conversation. Yeah, like, why do we revere dogs and eat other animals? It's weird. Why don't we just treat them all the same and not exploit any of them? Yeah, Maven, I don't expect people like you to change. You're not open-minded. Hey, Ben. Annie, thanks for being here. Jeez. What a day. AI, well, I think AI is like, it's like the same as the internet, just a different version. People were afraid of it, and Jordan, what do you mean? Where did I say that his dad was an idiot? Are you calling me an idiot? Jordan, you totally missed the entire concept of the conversation.
What's your social experiment?
You want to chat?
Go on, what you doing?
So I'm online.
Hello.
If you'd like to go live, is that cool?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah. So I'm from Canada.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not an American.
Not an American, but I have it listed as I'm an American in the chat. So the idea I had, and I thought I'd start in the Netherlands because they treat their dogs pretty well, considering Most of the world kind of treats dogs a little bit lesser than. So there's about 5 to 10,000 dogs in shelters right now.
Right.
And so my idea, and this is sort of like the thought experiment, was rather than have the dogs sit in shelters going to waste, why don't we put them on the menu? We fatten them up and then we eat them.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, people like their dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs aren't that tasty. I had dog in Korea.
You
It's
did
not,
have
It's not
dog.
so great.
No.
It doesn't taste so great.
So you're okay with the idea though?
I don't see. The trouble is that they're an intelligent creature, but a pig is an intelligent creature.
That's true.
So it's purely a social construct.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Koreans, they breed one particular kind of dog. Chihuahua, probably a bit chewy. Chewy Chihuahua.
So you've eaten Chihuahua?
Husky's a bit rusky.
Come on.
Alsatian.
You have not eaten all these dogs, have
No,
you?
of course not.
No. Okay,
No.
good.
No, they have a black dog they eat, which is a specific breed that they eat.
That they eat.
It's
Oh.
not very tasty.
Okay. So I'm just kind of making this up as I go.
Yeah.
And that's not what I'm doing. I'm actually an animal rights activist.
Right.
And so I'm standing up for the animals, and I'm just trying to get people to think of why we treat certain animals one way or another. And you already hit the button there with that we create these social constructs. So it's fair to say that you continue to eat animal products?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you think we have to eat animal products?
No.
And so you choose to because...
Right. It's a fungible commodity. If I don't eat it, it won't make any difference at all. So you'd have to change it at some kind of massive level. Because if you eat one egg, you've
Yeah.
got to have the chicken industry behind that egg.
Yeah.
So you either go vegan
Yeah.
or you don't.
Yeah.
And my daughter's vegan and I'm not.
So what's preventing you from going vegan?
I'm a chef
Yeah.
and no client for veganism. I live in France.
Okay.
The biggest meat eaters you can imagine.
Yeah, I think that's culturally probably everywhere though, right?
Yeah.
So you mentioned like system change, but you don't see yourself as part of the system inside the commodification system?
Yeah, I'm part of. I mean, I eat vegetarian food. I cook vegetarian food. We have meat-free Mondays, and we only eat fish on a Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the problem. The problem is, it absolutely makes sense to stop eating animal products. It absolutely makes sense to stop breeding animals for food.
Yeah.
Absolutely does. But at the other end, at this precise moment in time, I mean, worst thing, eating out is the same in France as it is here. It's burgers, it's sausages. You can't actually get healthy food, whether it's meat-based or not. You can't get proper healthy food to eat out anymore.
Well, I had some pretty good food recently at a few vegan restaurants, but besides that, you can live healthy and fine then on a plant-based diet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we eat all the beans, lima beans, chickpeas, lentils. So we have a very fully balanced diet with a small amount of meat.
So what if you could replace that meat? Why not do that and follow your daughter?
I would.
Yeah.
I looked into it. We looked at the various substitutes, and they're all way more expensive.
What substitutes?
Where we use corn, which is the fungus. We use seitan, which is the, I think is that soybean based? I can't remember. Tofu. We do a really nice tofu green curry.
So why not just add more of that onto it?
We do a vegetarian chili because you don't need meat in a chili.
Yeah.
So anywhere we don't need meat, we don't use it, but we still eat some meat.
So why not move away 100% from it?
It's tasty.
But do you think your taste is more important than the life of the individual that you took?
I am a total atheist, so the concept of a value of a life is absolute nonsense. We are so full of ourselves in thinking that our lives are important, when we are just a bunch of monkeys running around.
Well, I agree, we're just a bunch of monkeys running around, but we're still taking the life of an individual that probably wanted to live.
We're
right?
omnivores, but equally, most of those animals wouldn't be around if it wasn't for the fact they were being bred for food.
Yeah,
Because
but
we would leave them to. So I mean, your modern pig, your modern cow, almost all your dogs have been bred around human requirements. Dogs not for eating, but even so.
Yeah. So, but they're all still like, they're not really living a life, right? So chickens, 42 days, pigs, 6 months, cows, sometimes about 18 months, right?
Yeah. Then you come down to the ethics of their environment. Yeah. And I'm not in favour of animals suffering for the sake of my stomach.
Yeah. But don't you think the act of killing is still a way of going against their intrinsic interests?
It's against their interest. Do they have an interest? If they were in the wild, they'd just be predated upon by a wolf. So it's the same thing. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with giving an animal a good life and then eating it. We have chickens, and at the end of their life, I kill the chickens. I kill the cockle.
So you've killed?
Yeah, absolutely. I killed my own cockle recently because we'd run out of chickens because the foxes got them all. And the cockle, he was 2.5 years old, and he went into a very nice coq au vin, slow cooked for hours, delicious.
So you
that's
don't.
the circle of life. He had a really good life in our.
Yeah,
in
but
our
did you
home.
not build a relationship with them?
Yeah, the little bugger used to peck me to death. He was a vicious bastard.
Yeah, but
he
it was still
fine.
a relationship.
Yeah, but he got to the point where we had to take care of him because it was time.
Well,
And so-
they all, because due to genetic engineering, they're all pretty much suffering from like delivering eggs and whatnot. So let me get this straight. So you've taken lives. So are you aware of the psychology behind taking lives? What happens to someone when they do?
Yeah, not a lot.
So there's a video called What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain. It's on YouTube. I'd highly recommend watching it. So the idea is that, because I worked in slaughterhouses, so I know exactly what that sort of...
Yeah, popping off one chicken or the odd wild boar is not really the same.
Well, even still, taking a life in itself, it can affect your mentality, right? So the idea is that when you take a life, you're losing that empathy for that life. So the more you do it, the more you grow into apathy. And then there could be other consequences of that down the road.
Yeah, okay, I can buy into that. I mean, I didn't like killing my cockle. I didn't get pleasure from it.
Right.
But he needed to go because we live in a crowded area, and he was going to start crowing early in the morning. He was 2 or 3 years old. He was a mature cat, cockle, and it was his time. But better to kill him and eat him than just to kill him.
Or not breed them into existence because you
Well-
can have something else.
Well, we just bought some chickens from a man in a farm.
Yeah.
Put them in our garden.
Because they didn't want to...
They laid eggs. They had a fantastic quality of life with us. And then unfortunately, they did. We didn't force them. They
No,
naturally laid their
but
eggs.
so
They were
the-
very happy chickens.
The thing
They-
is with
Till
them...
the fox got them.
Right, but the thing is with them, just by living, they're suffering because if you're not getting proper veterinary care all the time,
They were not suffering. They were very happy chickens.
you'd have to have like...
Little fat chickens with happy lives.
No, but you think that, but a lot of them have foot infections, a lot of them have
No,
prolapses,
absolutely.
a lot of them do suffer.
No, our chickens, they lived free range in our garden with a little house, and they were really happy chickens.
You can think that, but I would argue against that because I would say having a veterinarian come and see them, because you're talking about hens or chickens?
Hens.
Hens, yeah. So the hens...
Egg-laying hens. But I can tell, I mean, if a chicken ever got a limp or anything, we'd have taken it to the vet. But they were living on the grass, so they had no risk of foot injury. They were living protected, except when the fox came and got them in the middle of the day. So yeah, they had a good life. But if an animal has a good life and then you take it, I mean, it's difficult. But I would be happily vegetarian. My wife would happily, probably annoyed at being here. She'd be happily vegetarian. My daughter is a vegetarian.
Vegetarian or vegan?
She's vegan.
Vegan.
But she doesn't live with us.
Yeah.
So she does her own thing.
So, okay, so I encourage you to watch that video because I don't think I'm going to change your mind on who you eat. But I would ask you to like reflect on it.
I do reflect, but I also...
Because if humans were put in the same position, right, would you say it's okay to eat humans?
Well, if something was... I mean, we probably taste horrible. Long pig we were called by the cannibals. But yeah, I mean, if somebody starts eating humans, you've got this issue about at what point do you attribute consciousness and sentience to an animal.
Well,
And if
chickens can see in 13 different colors, right? They can see in more colors than we can. So there's this idea that because we're talking about humans, that we, like you said, are monkeys, but we think we rule the world. well, you know, other animals can do things that we can't do, right? So it's just very subjective on how we view other animals.
Yeah, it's all
right?
relativism.
Yeah.
But, you know, every species is relativistic towards itself.
I think your daughter would freak out and love you so much if you went vegan.
She would, but I can't stand her.
You can.
No, it's not true.
You can. I'm going to give you a card.
Give me a card.
Take a look into it. You
All
can
the best.
change, my guy.
All
Remember the chicken's life you took and do it in honor of them.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. Oh, damn. The voice. Yeah, Leon, what about the unborn babies that get sent to slaughter who are inside the pigs and the cows? Well, there's Dino saying the same thing he did 40,000 times yesterday. What about the cows and the swine, the poor pigs that were pregnant that went to slaughter? If you care about that. I've lost my voice, by the way.
Should we end this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring my.
All right. You're going to bring it live over here? Yeah. Holy shit. We're supposed to do some video editing. Oh, Jordan. Watched the whole stream and cried. Jordan, how many animals' lives have you taken? Is that why? Hey, Soy Daddy. It's so weird to say that name, by the way, Tone. Soy Daddy. Hey, Soy Daddy. Oh, man. Yeah, the chips guy. He's right here. The chips guy is right here.
Sorry.
Just knocking over my stream here. What's up? We'll switch spots. How's it going, stream?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Okay. Let's see who we have here. We have Marissa. Hey, Marissa. You're also on this
Martin.
other side, Marissa. I
Ian
see you
Kaz, hi.
doing the double thing.
The double thing.
These
We got a
people.
double thing going on.
We got a double thing going on, yeah. I'm the old git. Hey,
Chip
Mr.
isn't
Soy
angry,
Daddy.
He's a very happy guy.
Yeah, you believe in abortions. Do I believe
Hey,
abortions
John
exist?
Cox.
Yeah,
Hey.
abortions exist. What do you mean if I believe that
Hello.
abortions exist? Yeah, they exist.
Sebastian.
I don't even need to believe that they exist. There's evidence
You guys
that
hit
abortions
like, have you hit
exist.
subscribe? Have
I
you
fight
joined
for human life.
membership?
Abortion is murder.
Because if you haven't, then what are you
No,
waiting for?
abortion is not murder. But that's okay. Maybe you learn at some point that we don't need to have
Yeah,
control
there was a
over
bit of
women's
a
body.
operation-
It's fine, you know. It's
operation make everyone go vegan.
women's body are for
My
them to
voice is
decide
gone.
on their own,
It's
or people with a uterus, because it's not just women, right? Every person with a uterus has the right
I
to
don't
decide
eat
what they
anything.
want to do
I'm
with
not
it,
a monster.
and it's not up to you to decide
would I
for
eat
them.
somebody?
I really understand you want to decide for them because you know you feel better, but
ridiculous.
don't. You misspelled virgin. I'm not a virgin, but even if I were, why would that be bad?
So God, you're saying God gave us.
I thought you were
dominion?
religious,
That
huh?
can
A
mean
lot of you
different
guys
things.
should
Stewardship.
be
It can
good
mean
with
lots of different things. You don't have to exploit,
with
abuse,
virginism.
or use other animals. Also, if
Weak
you
beta
love
male cuck.
God
I
and
appreciate you,
doing unto
Weaver. Thank you for
others,
calling me
well,
awesome.
God said,
Every single word that you said
respect
there means that
animals,
I'm
and
awesome.
also,
Because
again,
that just
putting
means you
humans into
felt
slaughterhouses
threatened by
where
it,
they
that you
suffer
felt the need, you felt
PTSD,
threatened by me, that
turn
you
to
felt the need to
drugs,
call me that.
alcohol,
So I appreciate
increased
it.
violent crime rates happen in
Such a
those
pathetic beta
communities.
male.
They traffic
Weaver, you
children
really,
for
really
them.
feel threatened
So,
by me.
yeah.
You need to. I'm
if you
not your
are a
threat, man.
God-fearing
You can
person,
calm down.
then you're
Let's
really
calm.
not falling in
Calm down.
alignment with what
I'm not
God
here to
wants.
threaten you. I'm here to fight for animal rights.
Don't forget to
Pia,
hit
if
like.
you don't
Turn
want
on
an
the
abortion, don't have
notification
one.
bell as
Exactly,
well.
Pia. Well said.
Join the Patreon. Chip's doing incredible work out here. Don't forget to hit like. Timu Dave. No, I'm not making up that.
Oh,
crap.
look at that. We have a
I actually
misogynist
worked
in
in
your chat.
slaughterhouses, yeah.
This person says women are meant to submit. Yeah, you're very much a misogynist. And then we have also racist. Wait, no.
shit.
Oh, he was muted.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some crazy people in the chat. They just get so
Yeah.
upset. when
Yeah,
you
misogynists
share
and
the
racist.
truth,
Yeah.
right?
So as you see, everyone, if you're not vegan, that's what
YouTube.
you're participating in.
Yeah,
You're,
Can I ask again on which account are you live? Because then we can watch it sometimes.
Yeah, so both these channels, so the card I gave you, that's this guy here, Chip,
yeah.
and then I'm the 40-year-old vegan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I have
Yeah, you have his card, but you have to look up mine.
okay, yeah, the 40-year-old vegan, but we didn't see you live.
Hey, Christian Carpstrong.
It's the number 40-year-old vegan.
Just said people other than women have a uterus. Yeah. There's a lot of people who have a uterus who don't identify as being women, yes. I know it's very hard for you to understand biology. I know it's biology is not an easy field to understand, but that's okay. You'll get it at some point.
I like animals.
Somebody's calling me a virgin. I don't know why. But that's okay if you think I'm a virgin. Actually, it's kind of a compliment if you think that.
I'm a virgin, guys.
Yeah.
I've
you're
been a virgin all the years I've been
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah, we've been holding each other for. We've been holding ourselves for marriage.
Accountable.
Yeah. Does gay stuff count? Because if gay stuff counts, then I may not be a virgin anymore. Here we go. Let me just trigger the people.
No bass in your voice. My voice is gone, so that's why. Yep. I've been called worse though.
I've got 6 kids. I'm a total virgin.
I was called
Yeah.
skinny and fat
Yeah.
in a live stream
You are.
once.
You're
It's
also a
kinda
virgin
crazy.
because you got 6 kids. Is that your boyfriend, David?
Prairie
He's not into me.
farmhand. I've already
I
explained
keep trying, but
that,
he's not into me.
It got how many slaughterhouses are in
Just
heaven,
got
by the
here.
way?
What are these soy boys protesting?
How
We're
many-
protesting
how many
the
slaughterhouses are in heaven?
exploitation,
That's
abuse,
the
and
question.
slaughter of
Or
sentient
I might
beings.
channel ban you because I have access.
You know, if you're okay with slavery,
Actually, I'm a mod. I could channel ban
then
you
you're
anytime.
probably not vegan. If you're against slavery, then you should be vegan.
Sebastian.
There's no way for you to be against slavery if you're not vegan. It's pretty simple. The only way for you to be against slavery is to be vegan. Are you against slavery? You're not against slavery? What?
Just said he isn't against slavery.
This person said he isn't against slavery.
Wow.
Yeah. Are you guys? Are you against slavery? Okay, we'll ask the next person. Let's see. You have to get your protein somehow. Yeah, by slaving others, right?
You are vegan now.
Are you guys
sorry.
against slavery?
Yes.
Is slavery bad? No? Slavery is not bad?
You and her husband's like, what?
What the fuck?
Maybe they're divorced now.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong
You
with
just
people?
caused a divorce. But maybe
Slavery is not bad?
Maybe for a good reason. Wow.
How about just normal and eat everything? Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer was normal according to you, right? Because he ate
he
humans
is.
and it's all good.
No, we're not married. We're just friends.
Guys, are you against slavery? Yeah. You're against it, right? Fuck yeah, then you should be vegan. You can't be against it if you're paying for others to be enslaved for you.
We're gonna get Chip on 5 different channels here.
That's it. Just go home, idiots.
Exactly.
Well, Arnold, I am home. That's where I live. Don't we live here? We live here.
Do you want to chat? Do you want to chat?
No, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Vegans
can I
are
give
so
her one of your
gay.
cards?
That's cool. Yeah, give her some of my
Hey,
cards.
sorry.
Yeah, vegans are so gay. Well, if you think that we're gay, well, actually gay means cool, so I don't know what you mean, but you know, even us being gay, well, you have a problem with what people choose to do in their own, you know, house?
Smug factor through the roof.
You're not converting anyone
lives
today.
matter.
Why?
They are vegans.
Who's
but
converting
they snip
anyone?
women's
Yeah.
seats. Double trouble.
Double trouble.
What a beautiful day out there.
I
My
want to
voice is
start
messed
some.
up, so it sounds
All
like
the animals you speak about identify
creep.
as plants. Game over. You lose. Yeah, you see the thing about though is it's
then
not
Bobby,
we're
see
giving
there's an
rights
X
to
on your
individuals not based
screen?
on how they
Just hit that.
identify. That's the whole
Hit the X
position
and
that
then
we're trying
leave.
to explain to you. It's funny that you took the
Imagine
one
taking
argument
the
that we
time
were
to
trying
go
to
and
make and you showed that you
comment
didn't
that
understand it
you
at all.
don't
Our whole
care.
position is it doesn't matter how somebody identifies as they deserve equal rights and opportunities. But that's okay. That's okay. You'll get it at some point. You'll get it. It's not a
Well, do you
difficult
really
concept.
wanna
I
know,
know.
Patrick?
But you know, you got meat on the brain. You got that
least
meat on the
in
brain. You
plant-based,
can't speak. You can't talk nicely.
They don't use things like antibiotics, drugs.
You lose.
and
No,
chemicals
sadly,
and
bro, the
chlorine.
animals are the ones losing.
Um,
They're the ones who are being
The
exploited,
plant-based
abused, and
products
slaughtered
don't
for
have
you.
diseases like the animal-based ones.
They're
that
the
we
ones
do,
losing.
so,
And you're the ones who's
yeah,
supporting their
they should
slavery, you
really
know? So,
list
Jordan, if
all
you're
the
okay
shit
with
that goes into
slavery,
animal
I don't know,
products,
man. I'm not okay
you'd
with it.
probably be disgusted.
I'm
They
personally
should
am against
actually have a
slavery. That's why
video
I'm vegan. But
beside
if you
every
think it's
animal
okay to
product that
enslave
they-
people,
that
yeah, let's see,
they
like
sell,
Jockey, this
just to
jockey
show
person
people the
thinks it's
truth, the
okay to
reality,
enslave humans because they taste good.
about what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, see, definitely not Gleb
Yeah,
thinks
there's
that
nothing normal.
Humans
No,
are here, are brought
I
here
wouldn't
to
touch
be
it.
enslaved by you.
Not
It's the
that I
same.
wouldn't prefer it to be on the menu for other people,
Yeah.
replacing factory farming.
That's what it is.
And
Israeli
such,
spotted. Where?
but- yeah.
No, bro, I'm Dutch. You are very most. You are most likely
Guys, if you're
nutrient
vegan, hit
deficient.
1 in the chat.
Oh, I appreciate the
If
concern,
there's
bro.
somebody considering change, hit
It's
2.
just, I'm
If
not
you are
interested,
totally
and I'm not
vegan,
nutrient
I'll use
deficient. I'm a
it. Hit
nutritionist.
3.
How can I be nutrient
Double
deficient than a
tap the
nutritionist?
screen.
Well, you can,
Yeah, I
but
know, I
I'm not.
changed.
I'm actually pretty good.
That's what vegans do.
Ban
we change,
communism.
right?
Well, I would say ban capitalism if you want to ban a political system. Capitalism does far worse than communism does.
That's
but
good. We got a
you
few
know.
open-minded people. If you guys check out the link in the
Omega
description,
3s.
you'll
Yeah, there's
see
plenty of
the
plant-based
3 minute
sources of
movie
omega 3s.
challenge.
The people that freed slaves ate meat, you idiot. Yeah, well, Jordan. We're
Yeah.
talking about a different form of slavery, Jordan. I understand it's difficult, Jordan, but you gotta focus, Jordan. So, Jordan, take a break. Jordan, look, take it with me. Okay, breathe in, Jordan. Breathe out, Jordan. It's very nice day
Yeah,
outside.
well, as long
You
as
gotta,
like
you
you're
gotta
doing-
take it a little bit slower
using,
and
animal
think: is it okay to
inputs,
enslave animals?
I think
Because
we're
if it's
probably
wrong
against
to
that.
enslave
We're not
animals,
gonna be
then
using them, but I
you
agree
know,
with you.
then you shouldn't be enslaving
using
them.
bull
We
bottom.
only freed a certain animals from slavery, but every other animal we're still enslaving them. So Jordan, it seems to be like you're pro-slavery,
only-
Jordan. I'm not for slavery,
so,
Jordan. I'm
prairie
not like you. I
farmland.
can't really understand your perspective because I think
You wanna set
slavery
up
is
a
bad,
debate? Let's
Jordan.
do it.
I think you should be against it
I'll be
also, but you know,
free
you think
maybe
that as long as you
Friday.
have power over somebody and
Maybe
you
Friday.
get benefit from it, it's okay.
And we'll talk about the ethics of veganism. I'm not going to talk about your semantic bullshit.
Do you get this debate? Did you get a debate now?
He says he would.
Oh, Prairie. He's always Prairie. This guy's always saying that he's gonna debate, but never actually follows through
and
with
never
it.
shows up.
Never,
Wow.
never. He's just here in the chat, like what's it called when you just like when you
Lip service.
No.
or
There's this grandstanding. He's just grandstanding. That's what.
Grandstanding.
Yeah.
Prairie
He's just here to
farmhand.
grandstand. He doesn't know shit. He just comes here to like. He comes to my channel to just like, oh, I'm better than you. I'm bigger than you. I can beat you in a debate. I just choose not to debate. Okay? I'm not scared. I just choose to be here. But I'm not scared. Okay? I'm not scared. You're scared. I'm not.
It's okay to be scared, Prairie Farm.
Yeah, you have absolutely no argument.
You guys are soft heads. Thank you. I'm just adding them all to the list. One day I'm gonna go through all the streams. And get
Flax
the
is
names
bad
that they're
for
called.
for
Maybe
testosterone
I'll write a
count.
song.
Wow. We got an empirical claim without empirical evidence. Do you know what we can do to empirical claims without empirical evidence? We can
Ban them from the chat.
We
No,
can-
I'm just kidding.
dismiss them. Vegans are so annoying. Yeah, we are because we're against slavery
I
and
agree.
we're just reminding you that you are for
Cheeseburgers
slavery.
are
You're
the
right.
best. Thank you for spamming that. You guys want to try it out?
Are you against slavery? You should be vegan if you are against slavery. Otherwise, you pay for animal slavery.
See? That's the truth.
You'd like to follow my channel. My channel is called That Chip Guy because I'm that chip guy. And by the way, follow David, the 40-year-old vegan, everyone.
What he said.
Follow him. He's
What
on
he
this other
said.
channel. Yeah, look at us.
Can you teach me how to debate? Well, Chip can certainly teach you how to debate.
Somebody wants to debate?
No, I think he wants to learn how to debate.
Yeah, it's simple. Have a good argument. Well, you can't really like that's the thing about veganism, you know, debating veganism is so it's not fair, is it? Because as a vegan, there's no argument against it. It's like you don't have to know to debate it. You just have to there's no argument against veganism.
Yeah,
It's
there's not one single argument you can present
it's
that
just simple.
justifies exploiting others. I mean,
for an optional product, for there's no necessity. So there you go. You can just, well, there is a necessity, you fool, because I like putting body parts of animals in my mouth.
yeah,
Okay.
and it all just boils down to your taste pleasure, your enjoyment of eating animal products,
Yeah.
rather your ego. And if you can't drop your ego, then you're always going to argue against it. And if you're not open-minded, right?
Yeah, that's all it is. You just have to be open-minded.
Yeah. Right back at you, Pixie.
Pixie's there? That's cool. We
Yeah.
love Pixie. The plant lives matter? Yes, they do. And if you want to kill as few plants as possible, you should be vegan, because if you're not, you're killing more plants in the process. You
Yeah,
know?
it's-
Animals
it's-
have to be fed more plants, obviously.
So any vegans out there who want to debate that, just steel man the argument. You can just basically say, yeah, well, that's an argument for veganism.
The 40-year-old virgins, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, stop being stupid, Chip. Speak normally, please. You don't like me
Getting
speaking
attacked
like
over there.
this. Just, some people are
Hey,
triggered
Annie.
that I speak like that.
Annie's over here now.
Annie's here?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Annie's cool.
Annie chill? Annie? Oh,
All
nice.
kinds of animals get killed with farming. Yeah, they do. 92 billion land animals do, and then all the crop
Humans
deaths
would-
associated with that as well.
Humans would be extinct if vegans are left in charge. Quite the opposite. In fact, if we all adopted a plant-based diet, we could feed more people with less land and less resources. So, in reality, if everybody was plant-based on this planet, we could get a lot more people fed, you know? A lot of people would thrive, actually. But, you know, that's not the point, is it? If I wouldn't bring into, if I bring a human into existence, let's imagine if I have a child, I don't think I have the right to kill any other human to maintain the life of this child. So why would I have the right to kill any other individual to maintain their life? So even if that weren't the case, it wouldn't be justified.
Thoughts on eating animals and toxic masculinity?
Oh, yeah.
There's a bit of a correlation there. People think that they have to eat animal products in order to be a man. I would argue, though, we always value things like superhero kind of movies and the idea that we're the good guy and that we're taking care of the little guy. So whatever happened to that when we're looking at little innocent baby animals? I mean, that's supreme toxic masculinity, if you ask me.
Yeah. So there is a person here saying,
Yeah.
I'm about to cook a nice New York strip and eat it watching this lame ass channel.
I think
And puts a laughing emoji as if that's something funny. Well, you know, you are the person we were speaking to, you know. You're a little bit insecure if you think that you're going to trigger us in some way by claiming that you're going to pay for an innocent sentient being to have their throats cut for you, left hanging upside down, bleed to death. In the process, slaughterhouse workers suffering from PTSD. You're killing somebody's mother, somebody's daughter, somebody's son. And why? All because, well, you get some taste pleasure from it, or you want to trigger some people who are doing the right thing and you feel too bad about yourself, about your choices, and you don't want to change because it's too difficult. Well, I would say, bro, that's kind of toxic masculinity.
And you see
know?
that in my chat specifically. I think it's because I bring up more of the idea that you're not a man if you do that to innocent animals. And so the clowns come out in the chat. Also, what's funny is Justin, I think I banned Justin from your channel. And now Justin's on my channel crying like a little baby.
Aw.
Very emotional, Justin.
That's
Very
okay,
emotional.
Justin. It's okay. I recommend therapy, Justin. I recommend instead of cutting throats of sentient beings, therapy really helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, see, Charlie Kirk 8 is really upset. Weak ass men right here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people who stand up against injustice, even though everyone else is participating in injustice, people who say no to the status quo, even though it's difficult to say no to the status quo, people who don't put their own pleasure on top of somebody else's life, people who defend the weak, don't just abuse them. I wouldn't say those are weak ass males. I would say those are fucking badass males. But, you know, you consider somebody who's a badass, you probably into Andrew Tate crew, who sees women's like object, who you think objectifying anything else that doesn't have a penis.
We have a couple
is somehow good.
carrot rights activists in the chat. So let me know when your carrot rights event is, and I'll go hold a sign with you.
I have a good one against the carrot rights activists. So what you would say is that the same thing happens if somebody uses a carrot as a dildo, right? Like puts a condom on it and uses it as a dildo, is the same thing as them using the actual penis of an animal? Is that the same? Because if it's not the same, then ask yourself why the fuck it's not the same. Because probably you know that one's alive, one's a sentient being, one isn't. One's an individual, one isn't.
Damn. Drinking milk is not fine. That's disgusting. You're not a cow. Hey, just check this out. Close the phone down, look at your phone and look at the camera and take a selfie. And then ask yourself, looking at the selfie, am I a cow? Am I a baby cow? And you're gonna see that you're not. Also, I can support you by your addiction to cow's milk. I can send you a baby bottle full of soy milk with a sucky, a blankie, a bonnet. I can even come burp you and hold your hand if you still think you're a baby cow. Sorry, that was a PSA.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of people that are triggered in your chat. Okay, let's end this. We got to do this. Let me end mine. You end yours.
All right, guys. We got some things that we got to get up to, some videos we got to make, and yeah, we had a carrot rights activist. Apparently, in the other chat, apparently they're going to create some events, so maybe we can all join them and fight for the. I just don't know if it's like a baby carrot or the adult carrot. I'm going to try to find that out quickly. Yes, they are. Thank you. There's other chats for gay people. If you want to go be gay somewhere else, you do that. This is about animal rights. Yeah, Chris, why don't you ask yourself that on top of the 92 billion land animals that are killed for you? Yeah, those poor carrots. All right, guys, listen. Thank you so much for being here. You are going to see me. If you don't see me before Friday, I will be live Friday for Project Livestream. Number 9. We're going to be all over the world at so many different slaughterhouses with so many different animal rights activists. Please go subscribe to that Chip Guy. Follow Axel. Follow all the great animal rights activists in the chat. NILF as well. No Injustice Lasts Forever. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate all the support. If you want to support me, go in the link in the description. There's the link tree. You can look at that. Also, don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you can be apprised to when I go live. Hopefully my voice will be back by then. We'll see you later. Thank you. Yes, Virgin and Clown. Thank you.